Hello boys and girls. So here we are with the one more question of 6.2, question number 4, and the question is in front of you, right? There are two poles on the ground. The height of the pole is given to us, okay? And question says the wire is tied to their tops. The length of the wire is 22 meter, and we need to find the angle made by the wire with the horizontal, okay? So as per our question, I mean, consider two poles AB and PQ separated by a width of road BP. Length of the height of the BP is 7 meter, and the wire is tied. The AQ is the wire, that is 22 meter, and we need to consider one horizontal line also, so that the angle is made. That horizontal is nothing but the AD, correct? And we need to find the angle alpha, that is angle QAD, the angle made by wire with the horizontal, correct? Yes. Now first step is to mention the details as per the question. So here AB and PQ are the pole, AQ is a wire, and height of the building AB is 7, AD is horizontal, and furthermore PQ is 18 meter. Okay, the angle of QAD is alpha, and I need to find the value of it. Presently it is angle of elevation in the diagram, and length of the PQ is 18 meter, which is divided into two sections if you observe, right? First section is PD and another section is QD, right? Further, AB and PQ are the perpendicular to BP. Now let's try to understand. Let's make our action plan, my dears. Okay. Over here, if you observe this section triangle, this triangle will help us to find the value of alpha, right? For this triangle, one side is given to me, which is that is 22 meter, that is height, that is hypotenuse, okay? If somehow we are able to figure out the length of the AD or length of QD, only then it is possible to use trigonometric ratio, correct? And by their definition we can find the value. Now which is the easier one to find out? Any guesses? Exactly, if you find QD, then it will become easier to find the value of alpha, because finding QD it becomes more easier. We know that this quadrilateral over here, I'll erase the diagram first. We know this quadrilateral over here, right? If AB is 7, DP is also 7. Reason, this is rectangle, we know it for sure, because in the last previous question we learnt it. So AB is 7, then PD is also 7. If PD is 7, then we can minus this 7 from 18 and we get the 11, and DQ will become 11. So in this manner we can find the value of DQ easily, right? So we will choose this procedure. Which one? First prove the rectangle, then with the help of rectangle show that PD is 7, right? And then do the subtraction to get the value of DQ. Once the DQ is found, we can work out on it, on that triangle, to find the value of alpha. So am I clear to you about our action plan? Very first, the sum should be cleared in your mind, what is to be done and what is to be not. So over here, I guess I made it very clear to you what is the action plan for us. So let's move on with it. So very first step, to prove ABPD is as a rectangle, right? So we have written why, because AB and PQ are perpendicular to BP, and by default it becomes rectangle. Okay. So over here presently, as AB and PD are opposite sides of the rectangle, their value will be same. So that makes PD as a 7 meter. And with like a next step of the action plan, by the using the property of betweenness, we can find the value of DQ, right? According to betweenness, PQ is equal to PD plus DQ, right? And with a little shifting and movement, we find the value of DQ. How? The way I told you, if I subtract 18, if I subtract 7 from 18, that is PQ minus PD, right? So DQ will be PQ minus PD, the value will be the 11 meter, correct? So as our steps of the action plan are clear, just now let's try to focus on the triangle. If you observe the triangle, we got 90-degree at D and angle A is alpha. We need to find the alpha, so we have to choose trigonometric term for that alpha, correct? So what can be done? We have DQ, which is opposite to it. See, check it over here. We have DQ, which is opposite to it, and we have got the hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse, these two terms are utilized in which two trigonometric terms? Either in sine, right, opposite upon hypotenuse, or in cosec, hypotenuse upon opposite. So better to go with sine because the values are easier to find out and we remember also if I know you, correct. So let's begin. We will find the trigono we will find the sine alpha for it, correct. So here sine alpha according to definition it is opposite upon hypotenuse. Mention the value. Opposite is QD and hypotenuse is AQ. Let's work on it. It gives us the value 11 upon 22 and we cancel it out, we get sine alpha equals to half. So this value half is nothing but sine 30 if you remember in the table, right. So if sine alpha equal to sine 30, that makes alpha equals to 30 and this is what we needed to find. The angle made by the wire, don't forget to write the final answer. Angle made by the wire with the horizontal is nothing but 30 degree, correct. So this is what we needed. Hello students, today we are here to solve some few more sums from the trigonometry lesson. This is question number 3, 6.2 and the question is in front of you. Two buildings are facing each other on a road of a width 12 meter and from the top of the first building that is 10 meter high, the angle of vision is elevated. Okay, that means we are looking at the top of the second building. The angle of elevation made is 60 degree and what is the height of the second building? Okay, so as per question, consider two buildings. For us it is AB and PQ, right, and they are separated by each other with the width of a road 12 meter. From A, the angle is elevated towards the Q, right? And always keep it in mind, if the angle of elevation, the person or the observer is on the ground, then the ground surface itself acts as a horizontal line, okay? Only then we can make the angle of elevation. Over here, person is at a certain height, so we have to expect the expected vision. And we have to expect the expected vision. So AD is the expected vision, that is the horizontal line, okay, and the angle of elevation, so after that QAD will be 60 degree, right. As the details are mentioned, try to understand what is the question and how to solve it, the action plan. As I say, over here we need to find the height of the second building, that is PQ, and PQ is made up of in two parts. First part is PD, another part is DQ. So we have to find the length of PD, then length of QD, then add it together, add both of them, and whatever the answer is, that will be the height of building PQ. So this is our action plan. First find PD and then find DQ. Okay. So let's begin with it. Very first step, mention the details as we have considered. Means height of the building, which is the horizontal line, what is the angle of elevation, which is that angle of elevation, right, and what we need to find. Over here presently AB and PQ both are perpendicular to BP. My dears, anything which is in erect posture on the earth surface is always at 90 degree to the surface, okay. That makes this quadrilateral ABDP as a rectangle because one angle is 90 degree, correct. Considering this quadrilateral as rectangle, we can say AB and PD are equal, right. This AB and PD are equal. So if AB is 10 meter, we can say PD is also 10 meter, and that completes our first step of the action plan, right. We got the value of PD by proving this ABPD as a rectangle, correct. So what we need to do now, mention all the stuff once again. Here AB and PD are equal, the length will become 10 meter. Same goes for BP and AD also, the length becomes 12 meter. So mention it in the diagram, right, and don't forget to write the answer why you did like that, okay. Furthermore, now we will work on to find the length of QD. If you observe QD is a part of a triangle QAD, right, where D is 90 degree and angle A is 60 degree. Now just try to understand this. QD is opposite to 60 degree, right or not? QD is opposite to 60 degree and this AD is nothing but adjacent to 60 degree. So opposite I need to find, okay, and adjacent is given. So opposite and adjacent both are there in which trigonometric ratio? That is tan. and that is why we will find out tan 60 in the diagram. Then ultimately we can get the value of QD. So by the definition, tan 60 equals to opposite upon adjacent. We will mention the values from the triangle, right? And we know that tan 60 is nothing but root 3. QD I need to find, and AD is 12. And by operating on it, by doing simple mathematics, 12 will be moved to root 3, right? And the answer of the QD will be 12 root 3. And in the question, if you remember, there is no value of a root 3 is given, so no need to convert it into the normal number in the decimal form, right? So our next step will be writing the value of PQ. As we know, P dash D dash Q betweenness property, we can write PQ equals to PD plus DQ, and by mentioning the value that we have found earlier, we can find the value of PQ, and that is 10 plus 12 root 3 meter. And don't forget to write the final answer, my dears. That is, height of the second building is 10 plus 12 root 3 meter, and this makes our first question successfully understood by you us all, I guess.